welcome to video number 11 of the Africa map. Okay, this is going to be the next to the last video for this big continent, and we're going to go through a lot of the coastal countries today. That should wrap up most of the countries remaining to be labeled, and that'll get us very close to the end of the map. So let's look at what we need to do. A lot of these, we would say the western region on this map hasn't really been labeled yet, and there are several countries, many countries in that area there, and we have done Nigeria, but we still have quite a few in this area here. So I'm going to just kind of go one by one, and remember, if you have to stop the video at any time, feel free to do that, because we're going to kind of be knocking off these countries one after another. So I'm going to start off with Senegal, which is the country right south of Mauritania. Senegal, S-E-N-E-G-A-L, Senegal, and the capital is Dakar. So I've colored my little red stars for most of these countries already. All right, let's go to the next one. This is an interesting country. It's kind of enclosed by Senegal. See, Senegal wraps right around it, and the name of this country is Gabon. Gabon, G-A-B-O-N, Gabon, I believe is how you say it. Do your best to label that. Okay. Now the next to the south of that would be a country called Guinea-Bissau. And the spelling on that is G-U-I-N-E-A, Bissau, B-I-S-S-A-U, Guinea-Bissau. All right, I have a little list over here, and I'm going to just check them off as I go. I did neglect to add one other country to the map in the last one when we did islands. So let's go back and do that one real quick. This is Comoros. C-O-M-O-R, the Comoros Islands. Okay, and there's the capital, Moroni. Okay, and we can add a little blue. You can see how I added a little blue around those islands there. Okay, back to Western Africa. Let's go to this one right here. This would be the country of Guinea. G-U-I-N-E-A. That was an easy one to label. Okay. Now, we have two countries right along the coast here, Sierra Leone and Liberia. Sierra Leone and Liberia. So let's do Sierra Leone. S-I-E-R-R-A, and then Leone, L-E-O-N-E. Feel free to stop the video at any time. There's Freetown, capital of Sierra Leone. Okay, Liberia. I'm going to cross that off my list. Liberia, L-I-B-E-R-I. And the one thing that almost all of these countries, except for the next one I'm going to do, have in common is they're all coastal countries. They all have coastline. Okay. Except for the next one I'm going to do, which is Burkina Faso. B-U-R-K-I-N-A, Faso, F-A-S-O, Burkina Faso, and Ouagadougou. Ouagadougou is the capital. All right. Now, on some of the older maps, you might see this country labeled as, if you have an old atlas or an old wall map in your school, you might see it labeled as Ivory Coast, but the name it goes by now is Côte d'Ivoire. C-O-T-E, which I think is French for Ivory Coast. Côte d'Ivoire, D apostrophe capital I-V-O-I-R-E. Côte d'Ivoire. If you wanted to do a little extra research into any of these countries, there's a website that I find to be very useful, and we've talked about atlases and globes, using atlases and globes, and if you want a really good site on the internet to learn about countries, there's a government website called the CIA World Factbook, the World Factbook by the CIA, and I'll show it to you real quick. It's a great site to learn about individual countries, and you can see it's here's the name of it: Central Intelligence Agency World Factbook. And the thing I like about it is you can pick any country. Like, for instance, let's pull up a country that we're doing, well, let's say Nigeria. You can see all the countries are listed alphabetically. So I can click on Nigeria, and up comes a nice simple map of the country. And you can see how it not only shows the capital, but it shows some other major cities as well. And it even includes some rivers that might run through that country. Okay, so they might also show some other physical features, but it's nice to be able to see those rivers and some of the other larger cities besides the capital. So I just wanted to show you that, and you can also learn a lot of other information about. You see, there's a lot of categories that they talk about: the geography, people and society of the country, the type of government. They'll give you all sorts of information about that country. All right, but my favorite part of it is just the little map that they show. Okay, all right. I just wanted to bring that to your attention in case you want to delve into any of these countries in greater detail. All right. Now, let's see. We just did Côte d'Ivoire. Let's do the country of Ghana. G-H-A-N-A. Cross that off. Okay, we've got two very narrow countries right next to each other. And they have a little bit, each one has a little bit of coastline. It's Togo, T-O-G-O, the country of Togo. And I'll turn my paper, write this little, Benin, B-E-N-I-N, Benin. All right, if I can cross those two off my list. So I think, and then we've got Equatorial Guinea, which also includes a little island where the capital is located. So the capital of this country right here is located on that little island right there. So it's Equatorial Guinea. I have to write a little small a, Equatorial Guinea. Equatorial Guinea. Okay. All right, let's go a little further down the coast from there. There's the country of Gabon, just south of Equatorial Guinea. Gabon. Libreville, it looks like it's the capital. Okay, so that covers a lot of that west coast there, and a little bit of Central Africa, which has coastline too. Okay, let's go over to the eastern side of the continent real quick, and there's a couple of countries that we can label. Somalia, right along that. It comes out to a point there. All right, Somalia. This Somalia has coastline along the Red Sea, as well as the Indian Ocean. Okay, and the country just north of, well, northeast, I guess, or northwest, I should say, of Somalia is Djibouti. Let me check the spelling on this one. Djibouti. And the capital goes by the same name. Well, the capital of Somalia, by the way, is Mogadishu. Okay. Alrighty, and I will color those two countries. All of these countries, I will color the inside edge of those countries. Now let me check my list and see if we've forgotten any. Cote d'Ivoire, Djibouti, Gambia. Have I done Gambia yet? Well, I'll double check that. I don't remember doing Gambia. Somalia. If I left that off, we'll catch it in the next video. There are 54 countries to be accounted for, so I'll do a check of those. I'll do a check to make sure we've gotten all 54 countries labeled and colored in. And I think the next video will wrap things up. We'll just go over a little bit of the little decoration we can do, and that'll be a good place to stop. All right, thanks a lot.